somebody I talked to like everyday base that was on his channel. She said that he offered them drugs for to be on their channel. And that ain't the first time I heard that.
Well, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Well, it looks like Ghost done got him another white girl. How much y'all think he paid this one? And no, I'm not talking about for the video either. I'm talking about, that other shit Stephanie was talking about. But let's get into it.
I'll let him see me.
Yeah.
I'm working on my own story too, by the way.
Got your what?
I'm working on my own story too.
Then he act like he's just getting there. Go stop lying, boy. You know you got you something before you sat down. Fool, stop playing.
Young lady. You was a big part of the conversation with your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
I said, and then Kylie almost got us kicked off the property. Well, I had to take Kylie way over there to do a video and come all the way back. But like I told you, I was coming back. You think I was coming back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got a story to
He
tell.
knew you was
Really?
coming back.
I wanna hear it.
You already knew you was coming back, boy.
What's your name again? Nickname.
I got one. Binky.
Make up one.
It's Binky.
Binky.
That's a hell of a name, man. Y'all
That
Binky.
fits you a little bit. Binky.
This ring.
35 years old.
Why that fit a little bit, Ghost? Let us know. Let us in on the scoop, big Ghost.
When I first came in, they had that bed lifted. Talking about you, I thought a motherfucking 12-year-old was gonna walk from out of there. I don't know how your big ass gonna get up under that, but
very carefully. Very carefully.
But yeah, when I seen you, like, it's a grown ass motherfucking woman. So I know you got a situation going on by your age. So we ain't gonna talk about nothing like that on here. But I do want to get your story on what led you out here. Because when I was in the video with your mom and your dad, they're
That's
like,
the money grab,
I asked them one of the questions.
That's the money grab, y'all. So in the next couple of videos, get ready. Because, like, he don't want to let y'all know what her problem is. But you're going to find out in the next couple of videos. And that's whenever the Cash App and all that's going to start.
Questions I asked them was, did you pick up addiction from seeing them get high? You know, like a lot of times kids
Yes.
they'll try to mimic what they see their parents do.
Yes,
Oh,
and
she don't even know nothing about
my mom
addiction,
struggled with
man.
crack addiction for a long time. And in my teenage years, I hated it.
Nothing about addiction.
And it was because I've watched her gain everything and lose it, and gain it all back and lose it. And I'm in the process, in the middle of all that. 11, 12, 13 years old.
Right.
Out there in the streets with her.
So
14 years old, she went missing for 2 years.
2 years?
Thought she was dead. And
Yeah, I didn't know where she was at or nothing. And how old was you? 12?
13.
Damn, that gotta be rough on a baby.
Just started my period and everything.
She missed all that. Yeah, but then after 2 years, when she finally reappeared,
I had a lot of hatred for her. And at 18, I got married. And my husband kind of introduced me to this life.
your husband, at 18? Oh, so you started getting high at 18?
I started getting high at like 14. I was drinking at 11.
Okay, hold on. So drinking at 11, started getting high at 14.
13
How
actually.
13 or
Yes,
14?
They had me on pain pills. I have scoliosis.
So
they
you
had
had-
me on Bike 7.5s and Roxy 10s at 14 years old.
Damn. And what, you say, why?
Scoliosis.
You got scoliosis. What's that, like something dealing with your spine and shit like that?
It looks like this.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you
At
became...
18, I come off my daddy's insurance, and I had met my husband. Well, I had known my husband since 6th grade. We got married on a whim, and
You ask the same
he introduced
question
me
every
to
single person over
needle.
and over and over again.
Right.
That's why
You were taking
everybody
pills to
gets old
the needle.
fast.
Yep.
But he didn't actually introduce you to the drug though. You already had an opiate addiction already.
Yeah, the pain pills.
Yeah.
He introduced me to heroin, yeah.
Right. He took you from the legal way to let me show you the streets. We can get way more for
And
cheaper.
then went to prison
And then
for 13 years.
damn.
He just came home and went right back.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did 13, came home
13.
recently and went right back. Oh, we get to that part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He introducced you to the self-medication.
Yep.
Okay. At this time, y'all married and y'all living on your own. You have any kids at the time? 18? Okay. Speeding up a little bit. That's the only drug you ever did? How did the street lifestyle, getting at the streets, going to different clubs and going to different neighborhoods and not being around the environment, how did that lead you to doing something different? Add another drug to your resume?
Needing to stay awake. Because I hated crack. Because of my mama. I hated it. My husband, I watched him for 2 years smoke crack, and I stood by him. I snorted cocaine every now and again on the weekends. I was working 3 jobs, going to school, watching him tear his life apart, and stood by him through it. And he went to prison for throwing me over a freaking bridge in Thomasville. He had already introduced me to it and left me in the middle of it.
So you had to fend for yourself.
Yep.
How old were you when he went to prison?
19.
19?
We've been married for almost 8 months when he went.
19-year-old girl with cocaine addiction and back then it was just straight dog food.
Yep.
It wasn't no fit.
In the bundles.
It was just there back then. So how did you survive? At 19 years old with two addictions, you ain't got no man that's usually.
I was working. Started stealing from my job. Lost one of my jobs. I got too strung out and quit the other one and quit going to school. Lost my car. Lost it all within a couple of days. And I ended up going to a strip club. And I worked at the strip club for almost 3 years. Got pregnant with my daughter. Went back to the strip club.
Ghosts, we know you like those, bro. You always seem to some kind of way get a hold of them. I wonder why, Ghosts. Could it be what Stephanie said? Could it be what Miss Tracy said? You paying these girls, Ghosts? You paying these girls for more than videos, Ghosts? Let us know, Ghosts. Come on, man. Let us know what you're doing, bro. Because you don't know nothing about addiction. You ask the stupidest question. You take forever to answer a question. You treat women like shit. Your best friend is Mike. And your slave is Crybaby.
For about 6 or 7 months and was introduced to making plays.
Right. Okay. So when you went in that environment, when you left a working environment, regular job environment, went to the strip club, did that?
I got clean off of heroin. I started drinking.
While you was at the strip club?
Yeah. I became a full-blown alcoholic.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's good.
See, he don't even know that, like, heroin makes you pass out, makes you nod out, makes you sleep. Like, you cannot be a stripper on heroin in the strip club or you would not make no money. Because you would be nodding out in every corner of the strip club, drooling. You'd be slobbering on people. Nobody would want to be around you. Ghosts, you cannot be a stripper and be on heroin. Stop asking these people this shit, bro. If they tell you they just on heroin, I can guarantee you they not a stripper, bro.
I haven't drank in 10 years. That I haven't done.
So, but you got clean off the opiates when you was at the strip club.
Yeah.
So then you end up meeting. Did you meet your baby daddy at that strip club?
No, I met my baby daddy through a friend of mine in the neighborhood I was living in, and ended up pregnant.
Yeah.
I was 21 weeks pregnant when I found out I was pregnant.
21 weeks. Damn, let me see. Well, that's 4.5, 5 months almost.
I had 89 days to prepare for my daughter.
You didn't know you were pregnant. You missed that many periods.
I had my period the whole time.
Huh? Damn.
They gave me a shot when I was 6.5 months pregnant to stop my period.
Okay.
So I could gain some weight.
Right. Okay. So listen. Did you stop doing opiates because you were pregnant, or because you were pregnant? Okay.
The second I found out I was pregnant, I stopped on cold turkey.
Why do you? I'm proud. That's good. But why not why keep the cocaine let the cocaine hang around?
2 weeks after my daughter was born, afterbirth was left in me, and I ended up almost dying, and I ended up back in the hospital. They put me back on them pain pills. There went the opiate addiction. Right behind it.
Okay, so
back
you
in strip
also
club.
so when you quit doing the opiates the first time, you ain't had no crack addiction then? Oh, okay. I thought.
No, I
yeah.
played around with cocaine before my husband went to prison, but I didn't hold on to that addiction.
Okay.
I didn't
okay.
start that until
Until after your
probably about
daughter-
24 or 25,
Okay.
when I was really out here.
Okay. So making plays. Did it feel natural, being that you already came out of an environment where men was lusting over you, touching on you, give you money, not for sex, but
No.
but basically fantasy. I
It's
mean, feel
different.
like
You got the
Get
it's
your
top
different.
out,
and
man.
you got
Stop
the
stuttering, bro.
What's the difference
big difference. There's a big difference.
Man, what the fuck?
between
You know how
working
to
and
use your mouth without using your mouth.
right?
You can make it somewhere.
But I always feel like a lot of them women, even at the strip club, they network while they working. They get the number from the guys who got the money, and after hours, same shit goes on.
But see, the men that are in the strip clubs, they're there for companionship. They're not there to get the dick sucked. You know what I'm saying? To cheat on their wives. They're there to have the fantasy without cheating, per se. They don't, in their head, they're thinking companionship is not cheating. Okay, but to me,
Right.
any type of emotional, physical,
Right,
is cheating. Cheating's cheating.
right. Unless your
Allegedly, yes.
unless your spouse know what you're doing and they agree.
Right. And which is why they send them to the strip club. Most of them.
Okay.
And some of them are just there because they like looking at titties and ass on their lunch break and they want to get drunk and they get that free meal.
Right. So when you got introduced to the making plays, was the money better or worse?
Back then, way better. Now, I'd make more at the strip club. These girls are out here selling their stuff for $30 and $40 fucking dollars, and it's just not. It's cutting the ones of us out that are worth what we should be getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
It's making it hard for us to do anything out here. I haven't posted in 2 years, almost 3.
Right.
I have my regulars that I've kept, my little circle that I've built over 10 to 12 years time frame,
Okay.
give or take.
Do you think you? Not saying some women they might work at a dance club sober, pay for college or pay for whatever. But as far as making plays, do you think you'd be doing either one of those if you were sober the whole time? Did you enjoy any one of them jobs?
Well, the first year and a half that I was out here doing this, I was not on opiates.
Doing what?
I was drinking. But I mean,
Somebody making plays out here on the streets?
yeah,
Oh, you doing that sober?
yeah, no opiates. I was off the opiates. I was back on my pain pills through the doctor's office,
Right.
and I was drinking.
So you're doing it for finances?
About 24, almost 25, I started everything again. Everything. I went through like a 6 to 8 month period. About 2 weeks after my daughter was born, I went to the hospital. My baby daddy left me. Threw all my shit and his daughter's shit outside of the apartment. Told me that every wasn't his. Broke my heart, and I relapsed. My mama put me in rehab about 8 months later. She found me OD'd in the bathroom on South Main Street.
How far?
She put me in rehab and I went, and I stayed clean about a year and a half. But I started drinking. And I was 21, I was able to drink.
Right.
I went buck ass wild.
In the midst of, I feel like the lifestyle, making plays, that's risky as hell for a female. I don't give a fuck how tough a woman thinks she is. It's dangerous.
First time I
Cause
ever made a play, I was raped.
Right. See what I'm saying?
By myself.
Right.
Because I was really doing it two girls. For a while I was doing it with a girl that I was dancing with at the club.
Right.
And found out she was jipping me and...
And you went off on your own. And the first time you started off on your own, that happened to you.
Yep.
That's dangerous. And also, the opiates, you never know what type of...
You don't realize what you're doing.
And not just that, you don't know what batch you're going to get. It might be a
Right.
batch that you might think you got a lot of tolerance and you're gone.
I don't like buying something from somebody new. And I won't. I will go.
One thing about dealers, they switch suppliers all the time.
I'll wean myself off of it if mine ain't got what I need.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
take a Suboxone. I'll do something. Not to deal with somebody new.
right. I get that.
Too many people are dying.
But you OD before.
I've lost my brother, my baby daddy. I've lost everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The same. The
My
one.
baby daddy was in a motorcycle accident, but my
Okay.
brother OD'd.
Okay, but listen up. Both of them being big high risk situations, the plays and the opiates, and the crack, the whole all that shit. But that's a whole lot of risk for anybody to take, man or female. Like damn, like it's like someone's like rolling dice with your life. Like god damn, like you got. Even if you were sober, it's still be dangerous to make plays. And even if you was you didn't make.
It took a whole 13 minutes for Ghost to say something to make that make sense.
Plays and all you did was the opiate shit. You still got a great chance of ODing. So it's a whole bunch of motherfucking risk involved. And by God saving your life so many times, why do you feel like you still why do you continue to be in the lifestyle?
Honestly, now I got a story to tell, and I'm doing what I've been doing. There's certain people I want to pull out and take home with me, per se. Like right now, I'm not out here because I'm strung the fuck out. Obviously, I'm working on a story that definitely you're gonna help me with.
Right.
Me and God got right.
I can't
I'm
wait
still
to
getting
see
high.
that. Lady, if you can see this video, run as far as you can, because you will be used for every dollar he can squeeze out of you. Run and run fast.
Just recently relapsed. I was clean for 8 months. And me and my ex, or no, he's not my ex, kind of still together, I guess. We both got locked up. I did 6 months. Came home, stayed clean for about 4 months. Found out he cheated on me and a bunch of crazy shit, and I know it's not an excuse to get high, but it was in front of me every day. I'm here. On a whim, in a weak moment, I got high.
Right.
And, after doing it 24 to 48 hours, there it is.
Unfortunately, lady, I'm sorry, Binky, but poor Ghost can't give you no advice. He's sorry. He runs this channel talking about drugs and don't know the first thing about drugs. He thinks he was addicted to ecstasy back in the day, but we all know you can't be addicted to ecstasy. He can compare ecstasy to fentanyl, and we all know you can't do that. Yeah, so don't expect no advice from him, Binky.
Gotcha.
That baby. That's your only child? Huh? You said why you look so sad when I bring up your daughter? It's like it's like all the mothers I talk to that's in addiction, they really regret something they did dealing with their child. They always cry when I bring up their child. Then you got some parents out here that I interview. I can be like, damn, they don't give a fuck about them kids. But then I got the ones like you. They be like, damn, bro. I mean, like it's like you want. I don't know. I feel like this really a good mom, and Dishon just got the best of her, and something happened to the child. I'm guessing. And then I think your mama said something like that shit on the first video.
The baby was a blessing. I shouldn't even have to have her. She was taken from me, really, by my grandma, who also put me in prison for false allegations of child abduction. I've done a lot of time for nothing, but being a mom. Grandma was beating on her and I went and got her. She put me in jail for it. She had custody.
How did she get custody?
I went to prison for weapons of mass death and destruction, possession of firearm by a felon.
How many times you been in prison? 3? Okay, so you went to prison for weapons of mass destruction. In that process,
They took her from me.
Yeah, and your grandma showed that she loved the child by getting full custody to raise it. And then you came home and she had custody. And your daughter must have called you like, man, your grandma putting her hands on me. You're like, fuck that, I'm going to get my child. You went over to get your child. And she's like, hey, I got custody of her. Leave her here. And you're like, hell no, you put your hands on her. You put your hands on her. I don't give a fuck what no court paper say. She going with me. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to call the motherfucking police on your ass and say you took my child. And you went back to prison for that?
They beat on the door for 9 hours, and me and my daughter were hiding in my mama's closet at our apartment.
And you end up going back to prison for that? Huh?
Yeah, I just done the 6 months for buying it. The charges got dismissed. Proven false allegation. Now my grandma's probably getting ready to face charges. And
It's your real grandma?
My dad's mom.
Your dad.
Now my daughter's with my dad. Because again, when all of this was settled, I was in jail, and court has to put her somewhere.
Y'all think that's a
My daddy
story?
took her because she's not allowed to be with my mom.
I don't think that's fabricated.
How old your daughter is
Being
now?
honest.
13. She'll be 14 in September.
I'm calling it how I
she-
see it.
She painted that right there.
Not gonna talk
That
shit.
eye right
I
there?
think this is
I like that.
I think
So
this is a real
you
story. I don't think
how
they
old was she
talked
when she
about it
left?
before they spoke.
Left you?
This is my opinion.
5? You been
When I
home?
first went to prison, she was 8 months old. She was 3 when I came home.
Okay. So listen, a lot of people will use something like that as a reason to get high or a reason to get clean.
It's been both for me. It's been a struggle. This addiction is real.
Yeah, but I changed my life for the better for my child.
So here you go.
And when
Here
I
you
try,
go,
door
John.
gets shut in your face, and
There you
it
go.
hurts. Door gets shut in your face, it could.
He's about to act like he knows what addiction feels like. Let's hear what he got to say.
It's not an excuse, but if a door gets shut in your face that is supposed to help you benefit, when it comes to statewide social services, they can help you get your child, this and that. Those doors get shut in your face, it's just very easy to turn right back to the streets and say, fuck it.
Right.
It's not what I want to do.
Right. Or you can feel like, you know what? It's a challenge. It ain't supposed to be easy. Ain't no road easy. If it was that easy, it's supposed to be hard.
Right.
And-
And for the first time in 10 years, I have no pending charges, nothing hanging over my head that can stop me from going and getting her. That's what I'm working on.
Ghost, quitting drugs is hard, bro. It's not easy. Addiction is a true thing, bro. It's real. You never had it. You never been addicted to drugs. So stop telling that lady what she should be doing.
Can't do it over in one night, little step by steps. And she knows what I'm doing,
Who is Avery?
my daughter.
Oh, okay. So that's her name? Huh?
It's her.
You love old Avery, huh?
Yep.
That's what's up.
It's her.
What type of impact has your addiction had on the relationship?
Well, given the fact that I made the decision to be out of sight, out of mind for her, instead of what my mom did for me and kept me right beside her. We have a bond that can't be broken.
Yeah, that's enough of that. We heard enough of it. He's acting the same. He thinks he knows what addiction is. He's gonna keep trying to say he's helping these people with addiction, but he's no help. He's just a nuisance to the public. Just a big money grab. Remember what I said. In a couple weeks, he'll have that lady on his screen with his Cash App posted for some odd reason. She's gonna need something. Trust me. But until tomorrow, guys, we know he's gonna post a couple more videos tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow to dissect his video. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.